Thank you for joining us. I'd like to now introduce you to Dolapo Ojelabi, who is the application engineer from Ideate Technologies. Dolapo is based in Nigeria, and he will be presenting the AutoCAD 2020 overview to us today. I'd like to just launch the poll questions for our attendees to answer. Thank you very much. I'm just going to share the results so that you can see what the results are of the first poll question. Okay. I'm launching the second poll question. If you could please answer that one as well. Thank you. I'm launching and sharing the results with everyone so that you can see. So we've got current users of 2019 AutoCAD version, 2018, and there are others that are currently using 2016 and earlier versions of AutoCAD. Thanks. So I'll be handing over to Dolapo. Dolapo, over to you.
Thank you very much, Zoe. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dolapo Ojelabi, and I'll be taking you through the AutoCAD 2020 overview. It's very good that we've seen, we have an idea of what everyone is located, where everyone is located with regards to the use of the software. So we'll start with a video that gives us an oversight, and then we'll dive into specifics of the different enhancements to the software.
Dolapo, I think there's a bit of an audio issue from your side. I'm unable to hear anything. I'm not too sure if the participants can hear.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Give me 1 minute, I'll resolve it. Okay. Okay, it should work now. Okay, is it working now?
Hi, my name is Marcus O'Brien, and I lead the AutoCAD product management team at Autodesk. We create cutting-edge software that architects, designers, and engineers use to work faster and smarter every day. When you subscribe to AutoCAD, not only do you get the newest software with powerful performance and feature updates, you also gain access to 7 specialized toolsets for industries such as architecture, mechanical, and electrical design to automate tasks and save you hours, even days of valuable time. And you can access AutoCAD on virtually any device with our state-of-the-art AutoCAD web and mobile apps to view and edit your drawings in real time, in the field, or on the go. With AutoCAD 2020, we've modernized the dark theme with sharper icons, contrast improvements, and a sleek dark blue interface. AutoCAD looks and feels like one cohesive experience across AutoCAD, including specialized toolsets. You can trust Autodesk to seamlessly handle your DWGs on their associated XREFs using the Save to Web and Mobile feature. But we also know that you like to use other cloud storage providers as part of your workflow. And we have great news. We're partnering with leading storage platforms, including Microsoft OneDrive, Box, and Dropbox. Our mission is for AutoCAD to continue to be the high-performing, high-fidelity, and powerful engine you trust. We've heard that installation is time-consuming. This year we've cut install time in half for solid-state hard drives. And we've made each time you save your work 1 whole second faster. What does this mean? In just 1 year, all AutoCAD users would save 80 work years collectively. That's the power of 1 second. Based on your feedback, AutoCAD 2020 also includes a brand new quick measure tool to measure at a glance, a new blocks palette to insert blocks efficiently from visual galleries, and an easy new way to purge unneeded objects. With one cohesive AutoCAD experience, seamless access across all your devices, and performance and feature additions, we're excited to see how you use AutoCAD to make anything.
Okay, so I hope everybody heard were able to hear that. We'll go over the improvements to AutoCAD in version 2020, and these are basically split among the 3 categories. We have the specialized tool sets, which enhance productivity. Then we have the web and mobile access, which adds flexibility to your experience with the software, meaning that you're able to access it from anywhere. And then we have the innovation, where new features that enhance your experience, that build on previous performance gains from the earlier versions. So we'll take this one after the other. If you have any question, please just put it in the chat box, and then we'll get around to that. We'll start with the specialized tool sets. Now, the specialized tool sets come from the verticals that we had for AutoCAD in the past. You've used the AutoCAD architecture, you've used AutoCAD electrical, AutoCAD mechanical, MEP, and all the others. Now, they've been put together into specialized tool sets that come with an AutoCAD 2020 included specialized tool sets subscription. So with one single subscription, you have access to all these verticals as well. Now, the benefit to this is that you have access to specialized libraries of symbols, parts, details across all these different verticals. That's for architecture, for electrical, for MEP. You have specialized libraries that enhance your work, that make your work faster, because now you're able to automate many parts of your workflow. You're still working within the same familiar environment, but then your efficiency is highly optimized. So for the AutoCAD included specialized tool sets, we have the mechanical tool sets, which has over 700,000 intelligent manufacturing parts, and helps you to automate the generating of your machine components and creating bills of materials. You have for architecture tool set as well, where you're able to automate your floor plan sections, elevations from your 3D model, and also comes with 8,000 plus intelligent objects and styles. For the electrical, you're able to design panel layouts and schematic designs, and you also have access to 65,000 plus electrical symbols, in your workflow. For the Map 3D toolset, and don't forget, all of these come with a single subscription to AutoCAD 2020, including the specialized toolsets, which you are able to migrate to or switch to if you are just using the AutoCAD 2019 standalone, or even if you have any of the verticals in your organization. So with the Map 3D toolset, you're able to gain access to data stored in files, databases, web services. So the options to gain access to this is more varied. Now you have more options, and then you're able to incorporate your GIS and CAD data into your planning, your design, and your data management. We have the MEP toolset, with which you are able to design ductwork, electrical conduits, and circuiting for HVAC, plumbing, electrical. Also comes with its own set of mechanical, electrical, and plumbing objects, over 10,500 of them. We have Plan 3D toolsets, where you're able to produce PIDs and integrate this with your 3D plant design model, and also create schematic diagrams and plant layouts. Raster design helps you to take in scans and edit them, clean them up, transform them, and convert the raster images into DWG objects. So when you have to archive old drawings that were probably printed on paper, this helps you make that faster. Now, we're going to look at the benefits of each of these tool sets that have had productivity studies carried out on them. The first of this is the architecture tool set, which Autodesk commissioned the study on to compare when you're using the basic AutoCAD versus using the architectural tool set. Now, the results show that there was a 60% productivity gain when compared to basic AutoCAD. And how are these gains achieved? The first was in working with floor plans, where the huge library of architectural components removed the need to manually develop symbols and styles. Then elevations, time saved was 75%, and building sections, 65%. Excuse me. For electrical toolset, the overall productivity gain was 95%, where we have 150 hours using basic AutoCAD versus 7.5 hours using the electrical toolset. And the ways in which the time was saved was through the use of the libraries, through automatically creating PLCIO drawings from spreadsheets, and automatic project reports. And you are saving up to 97% in this regard. You can see the difference between 150 hours and 7.5 hours. That's huge. For mechanical toolsets, there was a 55% overall productivity derived from the ability to prepare assembly with details, calculate forces in mechanism, and design new robot tray clamp. So time savings from 45%, 86%, 80%, all adding up to a savings of 55%, 100 hours versus 45 hours. Now, these are sample workflows to show you how the time was, how the time gains actually reflect in real life. So using basic AutoCAD, you will start, create a wall, offset polyline, trim wall to size, tidy wall ends, create window block, insert window, finish. That's about, let's say, 6 steps. But with architecture toolset, you create a wall, you insert window object, the whole cuts to width, and you are done. So you can see that you have fewer steps, fewer clicks, and a faster time to your result. Same thing with lengthening a wall. You have 6 steps versus 3 steps. with tagging model elements, 6 steps versus 3 steps. If you look at the electrical tool set for creating a schematic component, you start with the normal AutoCAD process would be you create the wire and you create a block, insert a block, edit attributes, edit wire line. While using the electrical tool set, you add the wire, you insert the component, the wire trims automatically, and you're done. So I'm sure you can begin to imagine how much time and how much productivity you can, how much productivity boost this will give you in your company organization. The same process in trying to edit a schematic component, whereas previously you would have to locate the component, then double click, select the attribute, edit attribute, and then click OK. All you have to do now is hover over the component until it's highlighted. You select edit components, then you edit the attribute. So as you go through all of this, what you will notice is that an effort has been taken to reduce the steps required to carry out the tasks that you carry out over and over again. So cumulatively, over the course of your project, you will save a lot of time by implementing the faster and shorter workflows. Same thing with mechanical tool set. This is just showing us the different areas like moving object layers here, where traditionally you start with select object, refer to objects to project standard, click layer pull down menu, select appropriate layer, select object, and then we are done. Instead, all you have to do now is select, move to another layer, select object, select layer, click OK. Improvements like this you'll find throughout the mechanical tool sets when it has to do with annotating mechanical parts, drawing accurate center lines, and so on. Now, that's with specialized tool sets, which, like I said, comes with AutoCAD 2020 with specialized tool sets. That's the 7 different verticals, all available to you with one single subscription. AutoCAD web and mobile apps is the next thing we'll talk about. And what this gives you access to is AutoCAD on any device, meaning that on your desktop, on the web, or on the mobile. So wherever it is you are in the world, as long as you have an internet connection, you are able to carry on with your project and your work. So you have access to your CAD drawings at job sites when you're having meetings on the go, direct access to your files, and you can continue your work, start on the desktop, continue on your mobile, and so on. And all of this still uses the basic AutoCAD core technology. So it's not as if you have to learn a new interface or learn new commands. It's the same familiar power, the same familiar reliability, and same familiar interface. So for the AutoCAD web app, you're able to edit, create, and view CAD drawings in a very simplified web interface, which means that you have a computer, maybe a friend's computer. All you have to do is type in web.autocad.com, and excuse me, you have access to your files. You log in using your your Autodesk login details, and then you can work on your files right in the within the web interface. So on your mobile app, you can do the same. That's on your iPad or your phones. If you can work, it will open on your phone anyway, no matter the size of it. But ideally, you use an iPad for the screen real estate. You can save to AutoCAD web and mobile, and that's from your desktop, you can save to AutoCAD Web and Mobile, and you can open from AutoCAD Web and Mobile. That is from your online interface and from your mobile interface, you can open these files, you gain access to them. Cloud storage connectivity, apart from the standard storage that comes with an Autodesk subscription, Autodesk has now you now have the ability to work with your DWG files that's stored in the cloud. For some of us, we already use OneDrive, Box, Dropbox within our organization. So the integration is now tighter to ensure that no matter the workflow you have within your organization, you have access to your files anywhere you are. Now, for innovation, what are the things that have been implemented to make life easier for AutoCAD users? The first one is the ability to insert blocks efficiently from your most recently used list or from specified drawings with visual galleries. So this saves you a lot of time. You cut down on the processes and the steps that you require before you're able to get to the insertion point. Same thing with the quick measure. I'm sure you saw it in the earlier video. Instead of having to click on having to manually measure, with this feature, anywhere your pointer is, you will have like a listening measurement that gives you the dimensions of parallel walls. Now it works with parallel walls only, and then gives you angles as well. But as you move around, you'll be able to, at a glance, have an idea and get a clear picture of what your dimensions are without having to go through the steps of manually inputting that command. Now for DWG compare, you're now able to carry this out within your current window. You don't need to leave this window. You can import desired changes. So you're comparing two files, and one has a component that isn't present in the other. You can now move that component into the other one without leaving the same. And during the comparison, you have a visual feedback spelled out in color. So the green shows you that these elements are not in the current drawing that you're using, that you are comparing the former one with or another one with. The red shows that these elements are only present in this particular drawing. And then the gray shows that the elements are present in both drawings. And then we have the drawing order and all of that. For pod redesign, it has simplified how you can remove unneeded objects with a very easy selection process and ability to preview the object. So you can find all the objects that you don't need in your file, your drawing, and purge them in one go. For performance improvements, you have the 1 second improvement in saving your files, which, as we know, cumulatively over the lifetime of your project would add up to quite a significant amount of time. And when you are installing the software on solid state drives, that's the SSD drives, it's 50% faster than the time it took for you to install the 2019 AutoCAD. So time savings as well, and it makes the installation a lot much more easier. We also have a new dark theme that has been optimized to ensure that you have sharper icons, there's a greater contrast, and then everything organized in a way to make sure that your design is first and foremost what you interact with without the distractions of the white background and all of that. So subscription benefits are the basic technical support. You have up-to-date software at all times. As soon as a new release comes out, you gain access to it. You are able to be flexible with your term lengths, and then you have administrative tools that help you manage your licenses and how you use the software. There are different customer success stories that we have. We have one with the firm using AutoCAD, how they were able to design a 9,800 square foot new construction project in a fraction of the time compared to using the old AutoCAD approach. They use the architecture tool sets in this process. We also have Tim Campbell. This is another case study where the enhancements to the software helped him to actually design almost as if he was working with a pencil. All the libraries, the ease of work has removed a lot of the thinking of how do I do this, how do I create this, and just made it smooth, and that you are creating and you're designing and everything is flowing because all the tools you need are now much more intuitive and do not interrupt your basic design process. We also have a customer success story in the process pipeline service. And you are able to use the 3D from the start to visualize and communicate designs, and you are able to meet the client's goals, even though the goals were constantly shifting with regards to the site plan and space allotment. But because of the efficiencies offered by the software, they were able to meet up. And the client was very pleased with the outcome and the process. Even in areas like manufacturing, we have a customer success story where AutoCAD LT were able to, they are able to help shorten the time required to get parts etched. Because the design, they could use the photo tooling and could order the material from the etcher and receive the parts ready for fabrication. So it's the enhancements, the efficiencies are all tailored to ensure that what you do, you are able to do easier, you're able to do faster, and you are able to do in a way that creates more value for your end users. So AutoCAD 2020, including specialized tool sets, would give you access to specialized tool sets and industry-specific functionality. It will give you access to new web and mobile apps, which would give you the benefits of greater mobility. And you also have access to the latest feature updates. Yeah, thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will answer those questions.
Thank you very much, Dolapo. We will now open to our attendees. If you have any questions, please use the Q&A box to ask any questions and we will answer them accordingly. Thank you.
Please feel free to ask questions. If you have any questions, please feel free, and I will address them.
If there are no questions, I would like to release our last poll. If you could please have a look at that and put it in as well. Thank you.
So if I might add, AutoCAD 2020 with the specialized tool sets. In fact, the entire AutoCAD 2020 is only available using the 64-bit version. So it's not available in 32-bit because all the improvement and enhancements require a lot of hardware and all the power available and the memory. So starting from AutoCAD 2020, there's no longer we won't be having a 32-bit version anymore. So it's good that you keep this in mind in your organization so that we are moving to 2020. I know most people already have the 64-bit machines, but just keep it in mind.
We have one more question. What is RAM recommended? Dolapo, can you answer that, please?
Okay, sorry, let me have a look at it. 1 minute. Oh, yes, it's already available. Yes, it is. So you just have to speak with your reseller to give you that access. Then there's another question that says, what is the recommended memory? So basic, 8 gig, but recommended 16 gig. So if you have 8 gig, it will still work, but ideally you should be working with 16 gig of RAM.
If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask on the Q&A box. Thanks. Thank you. I don't think there's any more questions. Thank you all for joining our webinar today. We will be keeping you posted on future webinars that will be taking place in the next couple of weeks until the end of the quarter. Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you very much, Dolapo.
It's a pleasure. Right. Bye, everyone.